You know, I was looking at my calendar yesterday and I saw a block of time labeled video production. It was 4 hours long, and honestly, my stomach just dropped.
4 hours? For what, a 2-minute clip?
Exactly. It's the setup, the lighting, the microphone checks. Then I stumble over my words. I have to do 20 takes. It's exhausting. It feels like unless you have a Hollywood crew, video is just this massive barrier to entry.
It's the classic time versus quality trap. For the longest time, if you wanted high-quality video, you either paid thousands of dollars or you sacrificed weeks of your life learning Premiere Pro. But what if I told you that the entire concept of filming, the actual act of pointing a camera at a human, is becoming optional?
Optional? That sounds like a bold claim. You're talking about AI, right?
I am, but not the glitchy robotic AI from 2 years ago. I've been looking into a platform called JOGG AI, and the numbers they're putting up are honestly kind of staggering. They're claiming to take that 50-hour production cycle you're dreading and compress it into 10 minutes.
10 minutes. Okay, I'm listening, but I'm skeptical. Usually, when things are that fast, they look, well, cheap.
That's the thing. We're seeing a shift now where the amateur look is disappearing. JOGG AI isn't just making cartoons, they're generating lifelike AI avatars. We're talking about digital humans that move, blink, and speak with perfect lip syncing.
So, no actors, no filming.
Zero filming. You type a script or paste a URL, and a presenter appears on screen delivering your message.
Wait, back up. Did you say paste a URL?
Yeah, this is actually one of their wildest features. It's called URL to video. Imagine you're an e-commerce seller. You have an Amazon product page or a Shopify link. You take that link, feed it into JOGG AI, and the system analyzes the product details, the photos, the text, and it spits out a fully edited video ad.
That's. Okay, that's actually game changing for small businesses. I mean, think about the drop shippers or the side hustlers. They don't have the budget to hire a spokesperson to hold up their product.
Exactly. And the reviews reflect that. I was reading some user feedback, and there's this recurring theme of camera shyness. One user, Josefa, specifically mentioned that it's perfect for business owners who just don't want to be on camera. They want the engagement of video, but they don't want to be the face.
That's a huge psychological barrier, isn't it? The faceless channel trend is massive on YouTube and TikTok right now. People want to share ideas or sell products, but they value their privacy.
Or they just lack the confidence. And JOGG AI seems to be leaning into that. They offer this avatar gallery with diverse options, so you can pick a presenter that fits your brand vibe without ever hiring a casting director.
But let's play devil's advocate here. We've all seen those bad AI videos where the mouth moves like a ventriloquist dummy and the eyes are dead. Is this actually usable for a serious brand?
That's the uncanny valley problem. And look, no AI is 100% perfect yet, but the user consensus on this tool is that the quality is surprisingly high. One user, Global Digital Media, noted that while they're anticipating even better voice controls in the future, the current output is high quality and takes under a minute to render. The key here is the lip sync technology.
Right? Because if the audio doesn't match the lips, the illusion breaks instantly.
Precisely. JOGG AI claims perfect lip sync. And based on the fact that over 800,000 marketers are using it, it seems to be holding up. Plus, they have this voice cloning feature.
Oh, I've heard of this. This is where you upload a sample of your own voice, and the AI learns to speak like you?
Yes, so imagine this. You are the brand owner. You clone your voice once. Then, for the next year, you can generate hundreds of videos of you speaking in different languages without ever opening your mouth again. You just type the text.
That is both incredibly efficient and slightly terrifying.
Laughs. It is a bit Black Mirror, isn't it? But think about the scale. If you want to expand to the Spanish market or the French market, JOGG AI has a video translator. You can have your avatar speaking fluent Spanish with perfect lip movements, even if you only speak English.
That's the democratization aspect I find fascinating. It used to be that only Coca-Cola or Nike could afford to localize video content for 5 different countries. Now, a guy in his basement selling custom sneakers can do it for 15 bucks.
And that brings us to the cost comparison. The old way, hiring a team, renting gear, editing, that's easily $1,000 a pop. JOGG AI puts the production cost at around $15. It's not just a discount. It's a complete collapse of the price floor.
It makes you wonder what happens to the craft of video making. If I can make a stunning AI avatar video in minutes, does the market just get flooded with content?
That's the risk, right? We're already seeing it. But the counter-argument is that it forces the content to be better. If production value is cheap, then the idea has to be the differentiator. You can't just dazzle people with a nice camera lens anymore because everyone has a perfect digital human presenter.
That's a really good point. It shifts the value from logistics to creativity.
Exactly. There's a review from a user named Results Content who said this tool is perfect for overcoming blank screen struggles. They made their first video in 15 minutes. For them, it wasn't about replacing Spielberg, it was about getting something out there to start the conversation.
And for social media, that speed is everything. TikTok, Instagram Reels. The algorithm demands volume. You can't spend 3 weeks on one TikTok.
No, you need to post daily. JOGG AI has features specifically for this, batch video creation. You can churn out content. And for things like tutorials or educational content, it's a no-brainer. Why film a human explaining a software update when an avatar can do it clearer, faster, and without stumbling?
I saw they also have talking photos. Is that what it sounds like?
Yeah, you take a static image and animate it. It's a bit more stylized, maybe good for scroll-stopping ads. It's all about grabbing attention in that first 3 seconds.
So, we have the marketers, the creators, the businesses. Who else is this for?
Educators and internal corporate comms. Think about onboarding videos for new employees. Usually, those are boring, outdated PDFs. Now, HR can type up a policy change, generate a video with a friendly avatar, and send it out in 10 minutes.
It really does seem like a Swiss Army knife for communication. But I want to go back to something you mentioned earlier, the URL to video feature. I'm still stuck on how easy that sounds. Does it actually pull the images from the link?
It does. It scrapes the visual assets and the text descriptions. So if you link a pair of boots, it grabs the photos of the boots, writes a script based on the product description, waterproof leather, durable sole, and has the avatar presented.
That is wild. It's automating the creative director role.
To an extent, yes, but you still have control. You can edit the script, change the avatar. It's not a black box where you can't touch anything. A user named Albert Hemeyer mentioned that the editing and previews are free of charge, so you don't burn credits until you're happy with the result.
That's a crucial detail. Nothing is worse than using an AI credit on a generation that turns out weird.
Right? And they support different aspect ratios too. 9:16 for mobile, 16.9 for desktop. It's built for the multi-platform world.
So, let's zoom out a bit. We're looking at a tool that removes the camera, removes the microphone, removes the actor, and drastically reduces the cost. Where does this leave human connection?
That's the big philosophical question. There's a school of thought that says we crave authenticity. We want to see the messy hair, the bad lighting, the real human. But there's another reality. We crave information.
Interesting distinction.
If I'm looking for a review on a tech product or a quick news update, or a tutorial on how to fix my sink, do I care if the person is real? Or do I just want the information delivered clearly and pleasantly?
I guess if the avatar is lifelike enough, my brain stops caring.
Exactly. And JOGG AI is betting that for 90% of business content, ads, explainers, updates, we don't need a soul, we need clarity. And if they can provide that with hyper-realistic visuals, the friction disappears.
It's like when CGI started in movies. At first, it was obvious. Now you don't even know half the cars and commercials are fake.
Precisely. We are moving toward a world where video is just another file format for text. You write text, you get video. The distinction between writing a blog post and making a video is collapsing.
That is a profound shift. It means writers can be video creators.
And business owners can be influencers, and introverts can be broadcasters. It levels the playing field in a way we haven't seen since the iPhone camera.
But with tools like JOGG AI offering free entry points, no credit card required, it seems like they are trying to get everyone hooked on this workflow.
It's the classic SaaS model. Once you realize you can create a week's worth of content in an hour, you're not going back to the old way. You're not going back to setting up tripods.
One user, Triple V, mentioned using it for TikTok marketing via their virtual assistant. That's an interesting layer. Delegation.
Right. You don't even have to do it yourself. You give the tool to your VA, give them the product links, and they generate the assets. The owner steps out of the production loop entirely.
Efficiency at its peak. But let me ask you, is there anything this tool can't do?
Well, it's not going to film a documentary. It's not going to capture the raw emotion of a wedding. It's a tool for structured content. And some users did mention wanting even more diverse avatars and languages, though the library is growing. It's evolving.
So it's not replacing art, it's replacing chores.
That is the perfect way to put it. It replaces the chore of video production.
Before we wrap up, I want to touch on the custom avatar one more time, because I feel like that's the feature that bridges the gap for people who are skeptical.
It is. Because it's still you. It's your face, your voice. It's just scaled. It allows you to be in 10 places at once. It preserves your personal brand without demanding your physical time. That's the sweet spot.
It's the ultimate leverage.
It really is. And looking at the trajectory, better lip sync, more emotional expressions, instant rendering, we are very close to a point where you won't be able to distinguish a JOGG AI video from a real recording on a mobile screen.
And when that happens,
the internet changes. Video becomes the default mode of communication for everything. Emails might even become video messages generated by AI.
a world without typing emails? Now you're selling me a dream.
Laughs. We might be a few years away from that, but tools like JOGG AI are building the infrastructure for it right now.
So, for our listeners sitting on the fence, staring at that blank screen, or dreading their next recording session, what's the takeaway?
The takeaway is, try it. It's free to start. Paste a URL, type a paragraph, see what comes out. You might find that the biggest bottleneck in your business, video production, just vanished.
And maybe, just maybe, you can delete that 4-hour block from your calendar.
And go grab a coffee instead.
Sounds like a plan. We'll be watching this space closely. Thanks for breaking it down.
Anytime.
Until next time, keep creating, however you choose to do it.